Hey fans, welcome to another edition of Chao Racing 2015. I'm Paul Sycamore. We'll be joining Brandon Shannings in Seattle, Washington in a little bit. But first, we'd like to present the final four countries that will be qualifying this year for the Tournament of Champions held in Toronto, Canada. They are Brazil, Chile, Puerto Rico, and Uruguay. So the winners of these four countries will represent the respective nations in this year's Tournament of Champions in Toronto, Canada. So without further ado, let us proceed to our first country. Now this is a very special moment indeed to start off December qualifying, because for the first time in several years, these four participants are participating for a third consecutive year in Brazil. As for Mental Dia, Roger Magellan's, Cranny Daisy, and Guanazem's return to the Brazil World Championships for a third straight year. So without further ado, please start the race! Now this is the first trilogy since 2008 or 2009. Wow, this is pretty amazing, don't you think? Anyway, number one is going west, so he will be left behind in the crowd. And now number two is going to join him for survival. This is the first rematch in consecutive years. The second year in a row that we had a four-way rematch in one of those countries. Who will get the title this year? We'll find out soon enough, as Roger Magellan takes the only toss, and he wins it! He is the 2015 World Champion for Brazil. He's going to the Tournament of Champions. Wow, thank you everyone for the past 3 years. It's been an incredible 3 years that these four participants have worked hard to get to the Brazil World Championships. We thank you all for your support. And we'll see Roger Magellan in Toronto for the 2015 Tournament of Champions in Toronto, Canada. Congratulations. And now for Chao Racing Chile, we have Jay Basego, Elias Ostrom, Zemo Lust, and Trey Stammer. Let's see what happens here. It's good luck to these four players on the quest for victory. Everyone's on the clock, and please start the race! And by the way, all races in our tournament qualifying will be held on a pro course, like we always do. Anyway, let's see who's going to represent Team Chile this year in the 2015 Tournament Champions. Who's going to Toronto, Canada to have a shot at the goal for Team Chile this year? As number 2 and number 1 are going west. And number 2 gets the only toss this time around. He wakes up after his nap, going in the lead and compliment. As the next speed was made by number 8. And he passes number 2 for first place. Number 2 will wind up second. And it's going to be back showdown between Jay Basego and Zemo Luz. And Zemo Luz beats Jayba for the title. So Zemo Luz is going to the Tournament Champions for Team Chile this year. And we'll be right back with Puerto Rico and Uruguay after the break. Do not go away. And country number 3 tonight is Puerto Rico, where we have our defending champion Fiddle McLean. And tonight he'll be taking on Darwin Yosan, Carlos Jose Martinez, and Mario Ponsley. It's best luck to these four Spanish men. Everyone's on the clock, and let's rock this place. Alright, here we go with the Puerto Rico World Championship. Those 4 men are underway, pushing the miles the other side. And the first one to make it across the finish line regardless of the standing, which means they can finish as the best standing possible. First one to get there will represent Team Puerto Rico in the World Championship, in the Tournament of Champions for Team Puerto Rico in Toronto, Canada. As the first to decide against beepers on the Puerto Rico World Championship is Mario Ponce, the young dog. I think he's going to win it right here. Yep, Mario Ponce is the winner. He's going to the Tournament of Champions to represent Team Puerto Rico this year. As number 1 takes the next BSN race, and he will wind up in second place. And Darwin Johnson winds up in third place. So Mario Ponce gets the underdog victory, and he is pretty smiling. He's heading for Toronto, Canada. Do not touch that down. You're going to happen when we come back. Well, this is it. After showing the previous 47 qualifying countries, we are down to the final country of our 48 countries in the Tournament Champions this year, and that's Uruguay. This year it will be decided between either Yano Ogilano, Satoran Sube, Kevin Sheringham, or Steven Lubango. So one last time with the qualifying. Here we go. Let's have a challenge! Alright, so this is it. The final country that will be qualifying for the 2015 Tournament Champions before we are all set for this year's event. And it looks like number 1 is going west again. So he is going to be left behind on the pack for the third time in this week qualifying session. And this speedbus will tell who might be going to Uruguay, represent Uruguay. It will be made by Kevin Sheringham. He's going to leave the other 3 opponents behind, and he is going to do it right over there as Steven Lubango takes the next speedbus. Kevin Sheringham completes the setting for this year's Tournament of Champions. He is the last of our 48 superstars to qualify for this year's explosive event, which will be held in Toronto, Canada in just 2 weeks. Congratulations to him on a job well done, as number 7 takes the last speedbus of this race. So when we come back, we'll be heading over into Brad Shannon's and Seattle, Washington for Week 21 here on Chao Racing 2015. Stay tuned. Well, I think it's time to head over to Seattle, Washington for Week 21 here on Chao Racing 2015. So here's Brandon. Thank you, Paul Sycamore, and hello to your fans at home. Welcome to Seattle, Washington at Week 21's action on Chao Racing 2015. We have an action-packed house for fans out there. How are you doing, Seattle? Good, that's what we like to hear. Well, the Tournament of Champions is just 2 weeks away, and we filled out our last few spots for the Tournament of Champions, so make sure to tune in later this month to find out who will be the 2015 Supreme Champion of Chao Racing. Right now, I'm going to ask Paul Sycamore to do the honors of the current playoff rankings for 2015-2016. Alright, Brian, here they are. Well, right now, Stealing Banner is leading 17-3 over 12-8, with Antonio Bennett, Walter Robert Creighton, and Gary Dayton. If he wins tonight, he'll be sure he's going to clinch the number 1 seed in the 2016 playoffs. And the superstars still fighting for a spot in the playoffs are Raymond Hill with 10-10, and Dave Miller and Gary Coles with 9-11. So this could still change in a matter of moments, right, Brandon? Back to you. Okay, Paul, let's get things underway with Week 21. That's right, and for our first race, we have the Cha-Cha Slide Master Bill Fortin, Alan Holmes, the prototype James Wilson, and Amir Jackson. And let me know that this week's action is sponsored by Macy's. Macy's do hope enjoy the annual Thanksgiving Day Parade and hope to add some more savings up until Christmas with the power of Macy's. Alright, let's get things underway. The players will line up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Here we go with Week 21 action here in Seattle, Washington. That's where we're coming from this week. It's home to our favorite Chao Pickles, who's showing in the audience with us tonight, and he's going to be back next season as part of his daily promotion. Right now, there goes Amir Jackson busting down the line. He's leading the competition right now, and number 7 will win the opening toss for this week's action, as he is heading for the water, along with a couple other Chao. And a couple more Chao are heading for the water. As speedbus number 2 will be made by the Cha-Cha Slide Master himself, Bill Fortin, who's in 7th place over land. Number 2 is in last place, folks, as the next speedbus will be made by Alan Holmes, who was going last, but he woke up, and now he's trying to stay alive in the competition. Right now it's James Wilson who has the lead, and Emil Jackson is going west. So he's going to have a lot of catching up to do after his nap. And number 2 finally gets some help. Meanwhile, back on with the other silver Chao, it looks like Bill Fortin is going west. So that means number 1 will have some moving up to do. Right now, number 1 is in 4th place. James Wilson has the lead right now, as Bill Fortin, the Cha-Cha Slide Master everyone knows and loves, takes another speed bus, battling number 1 for 4th place. And Emil Jackson has took the lead because James Wilson is going to us. Can James Wilson get the lead back? We'll find out soon enough. As Amir Jackson and Alan Holmes are battling for the lead. As number 1 takes the next speed bus, and down goes Bill Fortin. That's going to cause some serious damage. Number 2 still needs some help, but I don't think he'll get any speed bus now and then. Who got the next speed bus? It's the prototype, James Wilson, catching up to both Amir Jackson and Alan Holmes. And the person who has the lead on home stretch might just win it. And it looks like James Wilson's gonna get the lead back from Amir Jackson as number 7. Well, the number 10 now, and now he's leading over the 4 Chao. Numbers 1, 2, and 8 are all battling for dear life. Who will get the next speed bus? It's going to be number 2 who gets it. As the prototype, James Wilson holds on Alan Holmes and Amir Jackson to see the first win of Week 21 here in Seattle, Washington. Unbelievable effort by the prototype himself. James Wilson got the win after a couple of weeks of slumping. That's right, Paul, but we're just getting started. We have John Stevenson and Steve Wingman going for the number 1 seed. That's coming up right after the break. Okay, who do we have for race number 2, Paul? Well, we have the famous Jersey Devil himself, John Stevenson. And tonight he's taking on Ireland's fabulous warrior, Steve Wingman, the Atlantic City Gambler title folks, and Lance Anderson. Good luck to the 4 of you, and let's rock this place! Alright, here we go. And it looks like Lance Henderson is going to rest, so he will be left behind in the crowd. Right now, John Stevenson, Steve Wingman, and title folks are battling to stay alive to come back next season for Chao 2016. And it looks like John Stevenson and Steve Wingman are dancing. And there goes Tyler Fultz, busting down the line. He has the lead over the 4 Chao at the current moment. As the first superstar against Beepus is number 2, who really needs the catching up to do. Guess who's way behind in the competition right now? It's number 8. And he is going to win. So he is going to be all alone in last place for number 8. Well, anyway, Tyler Fultz will get speed bus number 2, and I think number 2 has took a shortcut. Yep, number 2 has taken a shortcut, so I think this race will go to the next back setting. Is that what it usually means? Yes, that's right. Well, anyway, the next race will be made by number 8, who's trying desperately to stay alive with the crowd, battling number 7 for dear life. So right now it is Tyler Fultz who has the best position so far with 2nd place. As Lance Henderson gets a turn now, currently sits in 4th place. Steve Wingman is in 3rd place over the 4 Chao in the current one. Number 2 has the lead right now. We passed 110 as the next speed was made by number 7, who really needs the catching up to do with number 8. And right now, Tyler Fultz is heading for the wall. He has the best position of the 4 at the current moment. As John Stevenson, the famous Jersey Devil from Trenton, New Jersey, will have the next command of speed bus. Trying to catch up with Tyler Fultz, who currently has the best position so far in 2nd place. And Tyler Fultz is going to rest, but he'll still have the best position on the 4, as number 7 takes another turn, leaving number 8 in dead meat here. Well, it looks like number 2 has reached the home stretch, and John, Steve, and Lance are all going west. So that means Tyler Fultz should have a good command of the lead, of the best position, as Steve Wingman takes a turn, but I think he's going to wind up in 3rd place. I think Tyler Fultz is going to hold on for the best standing out of the 4. And it looks like number 2 has reached the finish line, so this race will go to the next back standing. As number 7 takes another turn, Tyler Fultz, the Atlantic City Gambler, is the winner of this race. Great job by Tyler Fultz. After a couple of losses early on, he's back in this one, trying to stay alive to come back next season, and Lance Anderson will wind up with the last speed bus. So, with 2nd place, it is Tyler Fultz who gets the victory. That's right, and we will have Antonio Bennett after this, so don't go anywhere. Okay, welcome back to Chao 2015, and I think who is next up, Paul? Race number 3 is Antonio Bennett, taking on the Cowboy, Benny Mullen. Daniel Heaton, who is the son of the license to drive Alvin Heaton, and Robert Simon. Antonio Bennett is trying to fulfill his payback season, and he wants to do it right away. So let's see if he can get another win on the board. Good luck to it for you, and please start the base. Here we go. And it looks like Robert Simon's going to rest, and there goes Antonio Bennett, busting down the line. He's one of the fastest Chao in the Chao racing universe. As of the current moment, he has eaten the fruit, and there he goes. He's heading towards the bridges, like he always does. Can anybody catch up to Antonio Bennett, or will Antonio Bennett seal the deal for another big win? We'll find out soon enough. As number 8 wins the winning toss this time around for race number 3. Right now, it looks like number 7 is going to rest, so he's going to be all alone in last place. Well, he's going to need a couple of speedbusts. He's going to need a couple of speedbusts to get back in this one. And this is the first of them. He's trying to get a couple more. What would happen? We'll find out soon enough. And back with fun, Antonio Bennett has the lead over the Ford Chao at the current moment, with Daniel Heaton in an easy second place ahead of number 8. And as we approach the 1 minute mark, the next speed bus will be made by Robert Simon, who's battling with number 8 for 3rd place. Over the pack, Antonio Bennett is saying farewell to the crowd. He's going to get an easy win. Number 1 with command now, trying to defend the last place over number 7. Number 7 still needs some more help, but I don't think he'll get any speed bus now and then. Number 2 with the next command of the speed bus, and now he's catching up to Robert Simon in 3rd place. Right now it is Daniel Heaton who has 2nd place, and Antonio Bennett, the next generation superstar, has a humongous lead over the crowd, as number 7 gets some more help, but he's still in last place, and I don't think he'll get any more speed bus every now and then. Right now Daniel Heaton will be a miracle for him to get back to this one, as number 1 takes the number turn, passing Betty Moen and Robert Simon in a freeway battle for 2 life. And number 8 is squad west, as Robert Simon gets the number turn, coming in 3rd place. And it looks like Daniel Heaton will be able to catch up to Antonio Bennett in time. Antonio Bennett gets another easy victory, so he's still in hunt for a 2016 playoff berth. Great job by Antonio Bennett. And number 2 can say sayonara to the other Chao, as he's prepared to take the last speed bus of the race. And that's going to do it. So Antonio Bennett spices up another victory. That's right, congratulations to Antonio Bennett. Let's hope his payback season worked well. Coming up, we have more exciting action for you, but first have a look at this. Alright, next race, Paul. Race number 4, Eric Crosby, Vincent Chester, Devil Mayhem, Gary Coles, and Walter Quickson, Rover. Let's see what happens here. Best of luck to these 4 players on the quest for victory. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock. And please start the race. Here we go. And there goes Walter Quickson, busting down the line. Can anybody catch up to him in time? We'll find out soon enough. And right now he's going to eat the fruit. And it looks like he's dancing. So that will give one of the opponents to catch up in a hurry. And there goes Eric Crosby busting down the line. But Walter Quickson is going to get the lead back because he's pretty fast. And it looks like Eric Crosby is going to hit the water, ladies and gentlemen. As the first superstar gets speed bus is Vincent Chester of Devil Mayhem. He's also heading for the water. And right now, number 2 is joining along. It looks like Walter Quickson should have the lead over the Ford Chao at the current moment. As number 2 will have speed bus number 2 of this race. Coexist in the leader of the Ford Silver Chao. Right now, number 8 is way behind in the competition right now. As the next speed bus will be made by number 7, as we push the 1 minute mark, currently trying to catch up to number 1 for 6th place. Right now it is Walter Quickson who has the lead, followed by Eric Crosby in 2nd, and Vincent Chester catching up to him in 3rd. As number 8 takes the turn now, try and hold on numbers 1 and 7 in a hurry. Right now these three Chao need to catch up in a hurry. And down goes number 1 as the next speed bus we made by number 7 as the second speed bus of the race, still trying to catch up in a hurry. Right now Walter Quickson has the company. Eric Crosby, Gary Coles, and Vince Chester are catching up to him. But I think Bubba is gone, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like Gary Coles is going to rest as number 1 takes the next speed bus. And now I think he's leaning over the 4 and Chao. Right now, Walter Quickson trying to wrap this race up, ladies and gentlemen. As Vince Chester takes the number 10, it looks like him or any of the opponents won't be able to catch up to Bubba in time. Walter Quickson does it again. That's another win for Walter Quickson, still in hunt for his second title. He first done it in 2004. As number 1 can say, forget about tailgating, I'm out here. As he gets the last speed bus out of the race. So Walter Quickson got an easy victory. That's right, great job to Bubba, and we'll be right back with more exciting action right after we have word from this. Okay, race number 5. Race number 5 will feature Vince Dayson, Jason Farrells, Peter Starkhouse, and Ricardo Kamen. Let's see what happens here tonight, here in Seattle, Washington. Good luck to these 4 players on the survival for California next season. And please start the race! Here we go. The 4 Chao are closing in on each other to start off the race. These 4 Chao are doing a-okay to start off as they approach the first obstacle of the course, the palm trees. And it looks like Vince Dayson is dancing. So Peter Starkhouse will command on the lead as the first superstar gets beat is number 7, and he got it on time. Right now it is number 2 who really needs to catch him to do, along with number 8. And it looks like number 2 is Gordras. As speed bus number 2 will be made by Vince Dayson, who currently sits in 6th place on the pack. And Peter Starkhouse going rest. That means Jason Farrells will have command on the lead. As the next speed bus we made by the Mexican Ricardo Kamen, who now passes number 7 for 3rd place on the pack. And it looks like Vince Dayson's going to rest. So he's going to have a lot of catching up to do after a snap. Number 2, meanwhile, is in really in dead meat here. As we pass the 1 minute mark, the next speed bus we made by Vince Dayson, who currently sits in 5th place on the pack. Right now it is Jason Farrells who has the lead, with P.F. Stockhouse closing in on him in 2nd place. As the next speed bus we made by number 1, who's trying to hold on numbers 2 and 8 for survival. Right now Jason Farrells trying to defend the lead over P.F. Stockhouse as we head back into number 1. He passes number 7 for the lead over the 4 Chao. Right now, number 2 really needs some help, and I mean now. But who really got the next speed bus? It's number 8. So he will leave number 2 in the dust. And it looks like Jason Farrells has scored a rest. So that means Peter Starkhouse will have command of the lead. I don't think any of his opponents will catching up to him every now and then. Back to number 8. That makes 2 in a row, fight 2 in a row for number 1 and number 8. Now number 8 is currently catching up with number 7 for 6th place. And number 2 is singing the last place blues, ladies and gentlemen. As number 1 is expected to close this one out with speed bus, the last speed bus. And the winner is Peter Starkhouse. So Peter Starkhouse, the intelligent scientist, gets another victory on the board as number 2 gets the last speed bus in the race, just barely. So Peter Starkhouse got the win this time. That's right, we'll be right back with more with Jason here on 2-time defending champion. Right after this. Well, Paul, we're just about halfway done for week 21. So tell us who we have for race number 6. For race number 6, we'll have our 2-time defending champion Jason Hill and another 2-time champion Alvin Heaton, who likes to drive, along with Sam Jitters and Raymond Hill. So let's see what happens here. Good luck to these 4 players. Everyone that's on the clock. And let's have a Chao race. Alright, here they come, busting down the line. Who will gain the upper hand on the Ford Chao here? We'll find out soon enough. And here comes the Chao approaching the palm trees, which they are going to bring down the fruit, and there they are, coming down like crazy. And now they're going to eat the fruit. And there goes Jason here with Raymond Hill right on his tail in second place. What will Jason Hill do? It looks like he's heading for the water, as Sam Jimmers wins the opening toss this time around. And guess who's way behind in the competition right now? It's number 1, Natsu. Next BS belongs to number 8, who's trying to catch up. Curry sits in 5th place on the land. And right now Jason Hill has took a shortcut. So I think he's going to have an easy advantage with that shortcut. He has a commanding lead over the 4 stars as Sam Jinners gets the number 10. Right now it is Raymond Hill who has 2nd place. Alvin Eden, the license to drive, is rapidly catching up to him in 2nd place. We passed the 1 minute mark as the number 1 will have the next command speed bus. Trying to catch up with the pack. In dead meat here. He doesn't want to be in dead meat here. He's in last place. Right now it is number 8 who is leading over the 4 Silver Chao as he gets the next command speed bus. That will lead the yellow Silver Chao in the dust. Right now numbers 1 and 7 are both battling for dear life. One of them is going to get a speed bus, and down goes number 7. It is number 1 who gets the speed bus. Poor number 7 is going to cause some serious damage. Well, anyway, back on the fun. Jason Hill should have this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. As number 7 takes the next speed bus, it looks like Jason Hill is going to easily get the victory to lead us to halftime. What a deal. As next speed bus we made by the license to drive, Alvin Eden. Let's see where he'll be. Oh, he went a little too far, and I think he's going to stay in 4th place. Well, anyway, Raymond Hill is going to take 2nd place, and number 2 will have the next command on the speed bus. Numbers 1 and 7 are getting left behind the crowd, and we have just enough time for 1 more speed bus. It will be made by number 7, who's going to lead number 1 in dead meat here. So, Jason Hill got another victory. That's right, and we're into halftime, so when we come back, we'll present the second half of Chao Racing Week 21. Alright, welcome back to the second half of Chao Racing 2015 Week 21 action from Seattle, Washington, the birthplace of Chao Pickles. So who do we have next, Paul? Well, for race number 7, we have Will Winkson, Chris Schneider of the Go-Getters, Nick Gimmick, and Kyle Richmond. And this should be an exciting second half. So without further ado, good luck to these 4 players on their quest for victory. And let's have a Chao race! Alright, here we come. Starting the second half of here in Seattle, Washington. I'm sure Chao Pickles is proud of his superstar partners with him today. I know he's brought his family with him to watch all the action here in Seattle, Washington in his home place. And he's going to come back next season. That's a great surprise. Well, anyway, it looks like Chris Schneider has the lead, with Nick Gimmick right on his tail in 2nd place. And the first superstar gets speed bus on the second half belongs to Will Winkson as he takes the bridges. Right now, number 2 is going to take the water. And it looks like Kyle Richmond is heading for the water as well. That's both heading for the wall. And the next speed bus we made by number 8, who's now catching up to Will Winkson in 5th place. Right now, it is numbers 1 and 7 who are fighting for dear life. Number 7 was winning for a while. And number 2 will get a turn now. Cody sits in 2nd place over the pack. Right now, it is Chris Schneider who has the lead over number 2 by a couple of yards. Right there. And we passed the 1 minute mark. As Chris Schneider heads for the wall. As the next speed bus we made by in just a matter of moments. Next speed bus belongs to number 1, who's trying to hold on number 7 for dear life. Right now, both of them really needs to get some help, and I mean now. These two are getting left behind in the crowd. Who will get the next command on the speed bus? It is Kyle Leachman, Natsu. And now he's going to move up a couple of places because Nick Gimmons scored the rest. Right now it is Chris Schneider who continues to dominate the lead over the Ford Chao racing in this portion of the week as he's heading for the home stretch. And Nick Gimmons will get a turn now. And now he's catching up to Will Ingson and Kyle Leachman in a freeway battle for third place. And number 2 is scoring the best. So that will give at least 2 of the Chao some catching up to do. And as Will Ingson takes the next speed bus, it looks like Chris Schneider's going to get the job done for his Honda and the go-getters. Chris Schneider got the victory. He made it to finish line and he got the win tonight. As number 1 takes the next command speed bus, trying to lead number 8 for dear life. Number 8 is getting left behind in the crowd. And we have just enough time for one more speed bus on this race. It will be made by number 7. So Chris Schneider and the Go-Getters got the victory. That's right. Good job to him. And we will have Aaron and Howard on the Miller family when we come back. Alright, Paul. Can you tell us who do we have for our next race? Yes, I can. We have the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller and Howard Miller of the Miller Traders, along with R.J. Upton, O.J. Upton, and Frank Funataro. So we have 2 of the Miller brothers ready to compete. Good luck to the 4 of you. Everyone is on the clock. And let's rock this place. Alright, here they come. And it looks like Frank Funataro's going to rest. And along with number 7. So these 2 Chao will be left behind for dear life. Meanwhile, Aaron and Howard Miller and R.J. Upton are all shaking the trees back up in front. Aaron Miller is dancing and R.J. Upton is dancing. And there goes Howard Miller besting down the line. He has the lead over the Ford Chao at the current moment. What's he going to do? He's going to head for the water. As Aaron Miller, the Steel Curtain himself, takes the opening toss for this race. Right now it is numbers 2 and 7 who are both getting left behind. What are they going to do? It looks like they're both going to head for the water as Aaron Miller gets back-to-back speed bus by the Steel Curtain everyone knows and loves. Right now it is Frank Funataro who should have the lead after a snap. As the next speed bus will be made by number 1. Who's trying to catch up to number 8 for second place. Wow, he got all of it on that one. Now he's battling with number 8 for second place. And number 1 is one rest. Number 2 needs some serious catching up to do. Who got the next speed bus? It's number 7. Who's trying to hold off R.J. Upton for 6th place. Right now it is Frank Funataro who has the lead over Aaron Miller and Howard Miller. As number 2 finally gets some help as he tries to stay alive in the game. I think he's going to move up 1 or 2 places with that speed bus, don't you think? Anyway, Aaron Miller trying to catch up with our leader Frank Funataro in a hurry. As they're heading for the wall, the next speed bus will be made by O.J. Upton, better known as R.J. Upton. And it looks like number 7 is getting left behind as the 8 Chao are climbing up the wall. What's going to happen? We'll find out soon enough. And it looks like someone's going to sleep as number 1 gets the number turn. Now he's catching up with Howard Miller and R.J. Upton for a freeway battle for 3rd place. Right now, Aaron Miller won't have enough distance to catch up with our leader Frank Funataro in time. As number 1 gets back-to-back speed bus, it looks like Frank Funataro is going to hold off Aaron Miller for the victory. Frank Funataro does it again, folks. He gets another big win tonight as number 8 closes this one out with the last speed bus of the race. So Frank Funataro got the victory. That's right. And we will have our 2 members of our defending tag team champion, the Days Brothers, Tommy and Kenny, after we find out about this. Okay, who do we have next? Well, we have the two members of our defending tag team champions, the Days Brothers, Tommy and Kenny Days. They'll be taking on Rusty Williamson and Casey Raymondson of the Scholarship Buddies. So let's see what happens here. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock. So without further ado, please start the race. Okay, here they come. And it looks like Casey Ramos is going to that will give Tommy and Kenny Days and Rusty Williamson the opening edge. And we'll find out if one of them will pay off or not in the late run. But right now, let's head straight to the first obstacle of the course. It's the palm trees. And it looks like Rusty Williamson is going to have command in the lead. The other two Chao are dancing. And who got the only toss as Rusty Williamson heads for the water? It is Tommy Days of the Days Brothers. That's who. And he is heading for the water, along with his brother, Kenny Days. Both members of our defending tag team champions are in the water, and they're swimming like crazy. Who got speed bus number 2? It is number 8, who's trying to catch up with the pack, and now he leads over the 4-0 Chao thanks to that speed bus. Right now, number 7 is in last place. He's really in dead meat here. But who really got the next speed bus? We're about to find right now. It's number 1 who gets the next speed bus. Now battling with number 2 for the lead over the 4-0 Chao. And right now it is Rusty Williamson. I think he took a shortcut. I think so too. Well, anyway, Kenny Days takes the next speed bus, and down goes Tommy Days. That's going to cause some serious damage. Well, anyway, numbers 2, 7, 8, and down goes number 7. Numbers 2 and 7 and 8 are all battling for dear life. Which one of them will get the next speed bus? It is number 2, who really needs some help. So number 2 gets some help, and now he is in 6th place, winning the battle for 6th place over number 7 and number 8. And back of the fun, Rusty Williamson is passing the waterfall. The crime buster looking for his 6th straight win in his hot streak, as number 7 gets a turn now. Right now, Rusty Williamson trying to defend the lead over Casey Raymondson. I think he's going to hold on to the lead over Casey Raymondson. Yep, he's going to get his 6th straight win of his hot streak so far, as Kenny Days gets another turn. He won in 3rd place over his partner Tommy Days, and Rusty Williamson has tallied up his 6th straight win of his remarkable hot streak. Rusty Williamson has 6 straight wins after losing the first 15, as number 1 gets the last speed bus of the race. So Rusty Williamson got his 6th straight win. That's right, the hot streak continues, and we'll be right back with Dave Miller when we come back. And still to come, we will find out who will be the new superstar of the week and then explosive main event. But right now, you know what to do, Paul. That's right, race number 10 will feature Dave Miller of the Miller Traders, Luke Green of Devil Mayhem, the intelligent Ben Henderson, and Derek Duplay of Hip Hop Dreams. Let's see who will be the winner this time around. It's best of luck to the 4 of you, and let's have a Chao race! Alright, here we go. And there goes the 4 Chao busting down the opening stretch. These 4 Chao are going to head towards the first obstacle of the Emerald Course, and that's the palm trees. Well, they're going to bring down the fruit, and then they're going to eat it, and they'll find out which one is going and which one will be dancing. Right now it looks like Derek the Play has the lead, with Dave Miller closing in on him in 2nd place. As number 2 wins the opening toss this time around, he takes the bridges. Right now numbers 1 and 7 are both going west. So these 2 Chao will be left behind on the crowd here, folks. As number 2, who woke up for his nap, takes back-to-back speed buses all the race, as he currently leads over the 4-0 Chao overland, and Dave Miller's going west. Right now it is Derek the Play trying to defend the lead over Ben Henderson and Luke Green. Who got the next speed bus? It's number 1, Natsu, as he exits the water. He's going to be in 6th place. Oh, number 2 passes, so number 1 will move up to 5th place. Lead over the 4-0 Chao. And number 7 is getting almost in last place, ladies and gentlemen. He's getting left behind at a pound. Next because belongs to number 8 as we pass the 1 minute mark, trying to defend last place over number 7, who's really in trouble here. Meanwhile, Derek the Play continues to fight to keep the lead over Ben Henderson and Luke Green at the current moment. And all 4 Chao are going to be heading for the wall as the next speed bus will be made by number 2. That's his first speed bus of the race, and he dominates over the 4 Silver Chao at the current moment. Right now, numbers 1A are battling for 6th place, and number 7 pauses for more, still in last place as number 8 gets a turn now. Number 7 might not have enough speed bus to get back in this one, folks. I don't think he'll get any speed bus now then. Next speed bus belongs to Dave Miller of the Miller Traders. Let's see what he went. I think it's going to wind him in 2nd place. And it looks like Ben Henderson has made the pass from Dare to Play. He has the lead over right now. As Luke Green takes the next speed bus, Ben Henderson holds up Dave Miller and Dare to Play for the victory. So Ben Henderson got the victory this time around. And he's sparring today. That's right, congratulations to Ben Henderson. It took a while, but he got back. Coming up, we have Garrett Dayton and Efron Kingsley. But first, let's have a word from the sponsor. Okay, we have a couple more races left this week. So who do we have next, Paul? For race number 1, we have the Gundam Star Master, Garrett Dayton, the Harlem Shake Master, Efron Kingsley, Alex Cartman, and Joe Rafferty of the Hip Hop Dreams. Alright, let's see what happens here tonight. Good luck to these 4 players on their quest for victory, and let's rock this place! Okay, and it looks like Efron Kingsley's going west, so he will have a lot of catching up to do after his nap. Right now, Garrett Dayton, Alex Carmen, and Joe Rafferty are approaching the trees, and they're going to bring down the fruit, just like that. And now they're going to eat the fruit. And there goes Garrett Dayton with Joe Rafferty right on his tail in 2nd place. Garrett Dayton has the lead of the competition right now. And it looks like he's heading for the water. As the first superstar gets speed bus is Alex Cartman, who really needs to catching up to do along with Efron Kingsley. And it looks like they're both heading for the water. And yes, Efron Kingsley has took a shortcut. So now he should be in the lead after he was in last place for a while. Efron Kingsley is now in the lead as number 1 takes speed bus number 2 up this phase, trying to defend 6th place over number 8. Right now number 7 is getting left behind on the ground. And number 8 taunts for a moment. That means number 7 will move up a place as Alex Carmen takes the number turn. Now battling with Joe Rafferty for 3rd place. Joe Rafferty costs for more, so now Alex Cartman will be in 3rd place. And number 2 taunts, but he'll still have the lead over the 4 Silver Chao. He's in 5th place so far. These 4 Chao are pushing the limits, as number 1 will get the next command of the speed bus. And right now he's battling with number 2 for 5th place. Right now number 7 and 8 are battling for dear life. They're both getting left behind. As the next speed bus will be made by number 2, and down goes number 1. That's going to cause some serious damage. Meanwhile, back up in front, Efron Kingsley trying to defend the lead over Garrett Dayton. And I think he's going to do it right over there as the 4 Chao approach the home stretch. I think Efron Kingsley is going to hold on for the victory. The next speed bus belongs to number 1, who leads over the 4 Silver Chao at the current moment. And number 7 and 8 are taking rest at the same time. So these 2 Chao are going to be left behind for survival as Efron Kingsley lets everyone do the horn check this week. He gets the victory here tonight. That's going to be followed by Garrett Dayton in 2nd place. And number 7 will get the next command speed bus. But I think he went a little too far that time. He drops down to last place. Poor number 7. Well, anyway, everyone's doing Harlem Shake because Efron Kingsley wins this one. That's right, we'll be dancing for Harlem Shake and then we'll present our main event. Who will be the new superstar of the week? Find out after the break. So, Paul, are you ready for tonight's main event? I'm sure, and it will feature Ramon Shorty, Larry Monroe, Carl Tanner, and Steven Robinson. And this main event is sponsored by the Home Depot. With more savings and more doing, that is the power of the Home Depot. Now, this week's main event will determine who will be the new superstar of the week. after multiple locations made a segment of 3 weeks in a row. So let's see who's going to be the new superstar of the week this week. Good luck to these 4 players on a quest for victory, and please start the race! Here we go! And there goes Steven Robinson busting down the line. He is one of the fastest Chao in the league. And now he's going to check the food, and he's going to eat the food. What's going to happen next? It looks like Steven Robinson is dancing to the beat. What kind of dance is that? Well, anyway, there he goes. He's got the lead. Can anybody catch up to Steven Robinson? We'll find out soon enough. As the first superstar to get a speed bus on the main event of Week 21's action on Chao Racing 2015 is Carl Tanner, who's approaching the water, and I think he got the lead from Steven Robinson. Steven Robinson trying to get the lead back from Carl Tanner. Who will get speed bus number 2? It's Babylon Shante Natsu, currently sits in 3rd place. Should be in 3rd place on the back. And Carl Tanner has the company. Steven Robinson might behind him. Carl Tanner made the pass, but I think Steven Robinson wants to get the lead back. We'll find out soon enough. Next US belongs to the 2015 senior class rookie Larry Monroe, currently sits at 4th place on the back. And right now, number 2 and 7 are both getting left behind, as number 8 gets a turn now, as we pass the 1 minute mark. Steven Robinson has passed Carl Tanner. He got the lead back from Carl Tanner. So now he's trying to defend the title for a 2nd time in this race. Will he do it this time? We'll find out soon enough. Next speed bus belongs to Ramon Shorte. That makes his 2nd speed bus on the race. And now he passes Larry Monroe. He's finally Larry Monroe for 3rd place on the pack. Right now, number 7 and number 2 are both getting left behind. Who got the next speed bus? It's number 7. So he will leave number 2 in the dust. And number 8 pauses for a moment, as Steven Robinson is now at the home stretch. I think he's going to hold off Carl Tanner for the victory, don't you think? As Larry Monroe gets speed bus number 2 of his race, it looks like Steven Robinson's going to be the new superstar of the week. Steven Robinson secures an easy victory over Carl Tanner. So he wins Week 21 Superstar main event, as number 7 gets the next speed bus. Numbers 2 and 8 are both getting left behind. I don't get here today, speed bus now and then. And Ramon Shante will get the last speed bus of Week 21, and that's going to do it. So Steven Robinson is the superstar of the week this week for Week 21. That's right. We'll be right back to wrap it all up after the break. Well, as we're getting ready to close out this week's show, we'd like to pay a special thanks to our legendary Chao Pickles and his family for attending us in the audience tonight. Chao, I know you're excited to be back with us next season, so we'll see you in 2016. Well, that's it for Week 21 here on Chao Racing 2015. Congratulations to Steven Robinson on being a superstar of the week, and thanks to everyone else for participating in Seattle this week. Until then, this is Brandon Channing signing off. Goodbye from Seattle. Keep on smiling and so long, everybody! This is Paul Secondmore signing off. Join us again for more Chao Racing 2015, and a reminder to tune in 2 weeks from now for the 2015 Tournament of Champions.